Okay, good morning, guys, and welcome to another session of Montreal Technical. For those of you that are new, you know that. Sorry, for those of you that are new, Montreal Technical is basically a market outlook session. We just look at what the market holds for us on that day. We do it on a daily from Tuesdays to Friday, and I don't do it on Monday because I don't trade on Monday. And then after that, the videos are always posted on YouTube and the link is sent on the group chats. Let me share the link for the group chats. Those that have not joined, you can join. Let me share the link before we start. Okay, let me drop it in the chats section. The link is actually in the chat section now. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining. So without further ado, let's jump on what we have today, starting with fundamentals. If we look at the fundamentals for today, we have just low impact news. We don't even have mid impact news, it's just all low impact news. So nothing really interesting here today. So let's jump on the charts. Good. NZD USD, NZD, no, start with AUD USD, not NZD. So AUD USD, this was basically like the analysis we had. I highlighted this high and this low here for price to get to, and then we'll see how it reacts here. And then if we can see, let me remove my arrows. Yeah, let me remove my arrows. So we break this down.
I'm seeing just your fundamental screen. I'm not seeing your chat.
Oh, sorry. I did not share my chat screen. I shared only the fundamentals. Can you see it now?
Yes.
So yeah, so we had, I drew this kind of like support and resistance yesterday. Yeah, I highlighted like the high and then the low. Yeah, that if price gets there, I'll be watching how it behaves. And then price did not reach here in the morning yesterday. So price came here and then was bounced off, went up, and then it's bouncing off. It's creating kind of like a range. And those of you that know me know that I don't like trading ranges. I hate anything range. You get. But inside this range, let's see, is there any small things to catch? It's really tricky, yeah, because that's why I don't like range. Because we had kind of like a double top here, and then we pushed to the upside, and then now we're kind of like retrace. You can call this like a retracement. I don't really what's happening to my mouse. Yeah, but then at this point here, this is our point of interest. Yeah, if we're looking at the double top, price is actually inside this point of interest, but then it's not doing anything interesting. That's the thing. Let's drop our fib and see. Yep, that's actually around the golden ratio. But then price is not doing anything interesting. I'm not seeing any rejection candles. I'm just seeing it looks like it wants to continue, but then at the same time, it's not just that it looks like it wants to continue, but then it's slow. If buyers were in this market, that buyers wanted to push this market, you actually see their strength, and I'm not seeing anything to indicate buyer strength here. You get, I'm still seeing sell characteristics. That's what the weeks at the top, you get, those weeks are actually showing that sellers are still present in this market. So I'm not really confident in it. I'm not really confident in that buy around this point, except maybe when I see a pin bar or a shift the market structure around here, that's when I'll take it. Let's drop on our entry time frame and see if there's anything interesting. Still nothing interesting. Price is just doing that whole flat movement there. And that's a very low probability setup there. So I'm not taking anything. I'm going to leave AED USD for a while and I'll come back later and take a look at it. Let's take a look at NZD. Oh, NZD2 is almost the same thing. NZD2 is almost the same thing. Let me say something about AED before we continue. So now, if you guys observe, this was not a break off. This no, it's still the same leg. This whole thing is still the same leg. So I wouldn't say this was a breakout structure. It's still the same leg. So nothing interesting there. Let's take a look at AED. Same thing, AED is still in that retracement leg. But then we have this structure here. It's still the same. It's something like this. Let me. So it's just this whole impulsive move. And then now we're kind of like doing the retracement. Okay. So now, this retracement now, this is our neckline, because we had a shift in market structure yesterday. What's happening? We had a shift in market structure yesterday. The price pushed up a bit and then pushed to the downside. Yeah, and then now we broke to the upside. And then now we're kind of like retracing. But then if you look at the 4 hour here, we are bearish. You get, so now it's how are we going to catch the sell that is the question. It's not how we're going to get it, but I do get. If you look at the 4H, we have this whole nice downtrend. Yeah, push, pull back, and then break of structure. Yeah, and then the pullback, and price reacted exactly at what's the neckline. I mean, not the neckline, the broken structure. And if you check that point, it's actually around the golden ratio. Yes, let's drop and see. Yep, like I said, it's just past the 0.6. It's small, you get, and it's rejecting massively to the downside. And I am very confident that this thing is going to come and hit TP, the first TP. But then I don't know. I was not awake to catch this sell. Either ways, let me see. When did price reach here? Around, wow, that was around 6 yesterday. I really did not pay attention to NZD USD yesterday. Maybe it was because I was looking at it on the 1 hour. That's why. Now it has gone very far. It's short how to catch the sell that is the problem now. And it's just moving smoothly. It's not doing any small lower lows and lower highs. It's just moving smoothly. Anyhow, let's see. What I'll watch out on NZD here is for price to get here. And if price breaks this low to the downside, then fine. I'll look for another sell on the continuation. That's if price breaks it to the downside. I'll look for the retest and what a continuation. That's basically what I'll watch out for. Because already now it's looking like it's too late for me to catch the sell on NZD USD. So now let's go to Euro USD. Euro USD too is almost the same thing, but one thing I like about Euro USD is the fact that it did like a shift in market structure. Yeah. So now let's go to the 4H so that we see this clearly. So now look at Euro USD. Euro USD did this whole push, pull back, push, pull back, we broke structure to the downside. And then now we came and retested the neckline. And we retested the neckline even on the 4H, we saw what? This rejection candle, but then there was actually a rejection candle. I wouldn't consider that as an entry criteria. But then the fact still remains that we retested that neckline. Do you understand? And if you drop on the lower time frame, let's say our 1H, our mid time frame, you see that price actually instead of seeing price actually reacted from there, but instead of giving us rejection candles here, price just gave us kind of like a shift in market structure formation. Take a look at it. Price pushed up. Price pushed up. Yeah. Kind of like pulled back here, then pushed up a bit and broke that candlestick to the downside, you get. And I think has price reached there? No, price has not reached there yet. Where price is reacting from now is this point here. And I wouldn't consider that as most recent market structure, you get. So on Euro USD here, let me drop my feed from around here to here. So I'd like to see how price will behave around here, these areas, you get. But then price is actually reacting at the golden ratio. Now say, let's still watch out for it and see how it behaves, you get. On the 15 minutes, I don't think there's anything interesting. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting on the 15 minutes. And price is just like impulsing. Once I see that rejection candlestick, yeah, or a shift in market structure, clear one, I'll enter for Euro USD. But for now, I'm going to sit it out. That's not still decided what he wants to do yet. Then GBP USD. Yeah, GBP USD has something very interesting. Let's take a look at the 4H. Okay, the 4H is looking like a range. It's not a range. Is it? It's looking like a range. Yeah. Oh, God, what's happening to my drawing too? Yeah, it's looking like a range. I told you guys yesterday that as long as price not close below this low, it was still what in that range. And price came, surprisingly, price actually broke to the upside. You get price has broken this last high to the upside. So we can say there's a clear break of structure. Yep. Now the thing is, if we look at it on the 1H here, we can see a shift in market structure. Very clear one. Are you guys following me at all? Do you guys understand what I'm doing? Do you guys understand?
We are following, but I just joined, so I'm just following, sir.
Mustafa, you are still a new student. You don't
Yes,
understand
sir.
plenty of my things.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Don't worry, you understand soon.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
No worries. So now, yeah, we had this whole push to the downside, yeah, and we broke structure to the downside, and then we like pushed to the upside, pushed down, but then we failed towards retest or break structure, and then we broke that lower height towards the upside. Now, breaking that lower height to the upside, what signifies was the shift in market structure. And where is our point of interest? The neckline here. You get price has not actually. I think this like the clearest setup I have for today. Price has not actually come into these areas yet. What I would like to see on GBP USD is for price to get into this area. Then I would like to see like an entry criteria. Then I'll jump on it. But this one self is safe. I can actually take an aggressive entry on this currency pair because this point here is very, very fair. It's GBP USD like doing deep retracements, and it's very fair for it to get to that point. Yeah. So I would be entering something like this. I might actually set the aggressive entry, but honestly, the aggressive entry, I'm not sure it's going to work. But if I'm going to enter aggressively, this is what I'll and that this how I'll enter for a 3 RR. Get. Let me move it up small. Let's drop our feedback and see something. If I'm going to enter aggressively, that's how I'm going to do. At that point, I'm entering is actually around the 0.7. Let me move it above small. Good. This is how I'll enter. This is basically I'm going to enter GBP USD. So I'll wait for price to get into these areas and then I'll see how it behaves. This like the clearest setup I have today. So guys, I've finished looking at. You guys can drop the pairs you want me to take a look at before we go. Suggestions. And what questions do you guys have? Yeah. Mustafa, you were in yesterday's class, huh?
Yes, sir.
You were around when I drew this stuff.
Yes, sir.
You can see that price has actually reacted there and started pushing up.
Yes, sir.
Good. Yeah, you'll learn how to do it very soon.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's take on USD GPY.
Someone already dropped EN. EN, that's supposed to be Euro NZD and USD card in the comment section. So Euro NZD. Euro NZD. Euro NZD. Let's see how it is. This one's the buy has already started. The buy has already started. We had the shift, we had the Euro card. We had this whole shift in market structure. Did we take a look at this pair yesterday? I think we did. We have that shift in market structure, and then now price actually retested the neckline, and then it's what's exploding to the upside. So what you can do if you want to trade this pair, yeah, is basically watch out for this high here, this one, basically, yeah, and this low here. So now, why are you watching out for this low? Because the buy has already started. What you can wait for now is the break and what a retest for what a continuation, or a failure to break above. Let's say a retest around this point. Either way, it's a failure to break above and price comes towards break this low to the downside, and then you would wait for the retest and the continuation. Those are the two ways you can actually look at it. Then the next one is USD card. USD card. Let's take a look at USD card. USD card. Yep, I think USD card. Yeah, oh, USD card is a bit tricky. It's like in a range, but then it's not like, if you observe here, USD card, since it has not broken structure, see, since here like this, it has not broken structure. It's just failing to close below the wicks, but then it has not broken structure. See here, let's analyze this. Was there a clear break of structure here? Okay, there was a clear break of structure, but then it's not really clear. It's just one candle. The next thing, another candle went inside the range again, went above. Did we have a clear break? In theory, we had a clear break, but that was just rubbish. And then now it pushed down again. And then I hate this step-by-step break of structure. It's not really clear. And then it's just tricky to trade. Wait, someone is sending a Euro NZD sell limit on the signal channel. It's not Euro NZD that I just took a look at. Anyways, so basically, this pair, I wouldn't like to trade it right now. It's still tricky. It's not clear. It's not showing me clear market structure formation yet. Then the next one is what? Mustafa, what pair did you say you want to look at?
USD JPY.
USD JPY. JPYs are not really interested. They are interesting.
Since from last week has been buying.
And it's just impulsing. My strategy cannot work on, like, my strategy will not work on this pair because it's not doing deep retracements. It's just doing short retracements. Oh, I forgot I have a strategy for short retracements. Anyways, those of you that learned the strategy I taught about short retracements, what do you do? Mustafa, pay attention here. In case it does a short retracement again, yeah, you know that these retracements are short. See something, let me explain. You know, we had an impulsive move. We now have like a deeper pullback, yeah, to retest this high that was broken. We just had a short pullback, yeah. So now, what you can do is that, but watch out for the first candle that was closest above. Where is the candle that has closed above? Is this bullish candle right here? So now, yeah, in case of next time, if you see this kind of short retracement, yeah, you wait for the candlestick to close and then enter the close of the candle, and then your stop loss below the candle. Do you understand? And what's in for a 2-hour.
Come again.
So now, yeah, you enter at the close of the candle, yeah?
Yes,
You're
sir.
seeing, yeah? And then your stop loss below the candlestick that broke above. Do you understand? Or below, depends on the kind of market. It depends on the trend you are trading. Do you understand? Just below, yeah? And then you what's in for a 2-hour. Do you understand? A 2-hour, you know what an RR is now? A risk to reward ratio. See it here, it's calculated here. You're aiming for a 2. Do you understand? We can actually, you guys can pay attention to this setup. Let's see if it works. But then you can see that the previous ones, I think the previous ones have been working. The candlestick that broke this one is this very massive candlestick. In as much as it's very big, I think it hits the 2-hour. Let's see. Let's see. Stop loss below the candlestick. It's 2-hour. It's still on its way to hit a 2-hour, but then it's close to hitting the 2-hour. So it works most of the time. Most of the time it works. Short retracements, it works most of the time. This one actually worked. The candlestick that closed was this one here. The candlestick that closed above. At the close of the candle, stop loss below the candle, and TP just 2-hour. Yep, and it hit it. So it works. You guys can be trying it out. I think I'll start trading USD JPY this way. This is the 4H. If you drop to the 1H, it's actually be much more interesting. Yeah, don't worry. I think I'll start trading USD JPY with this strategy. It works with USD JPY very well. You guys can start testing it out. Then I saw another suggestion here. Eurocard, another cross pair. Let's take a look at it. I think we already had an analysis yesterday, on Eurocard, and I think it played out. Yep, it's played out. Was this yesterday or last week? 7th. That was yesterday. And it worked. The person that dropped this thing, did you actually take the trade?
Yes, I took the trade yesterday. Trade out there.
Okay, you took the sell. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Good. That's nice. That's nice. Because this was perfect. It actually reacted at this place. I told you 2 places, this one and the one at the top here. And then it reacted at this one in the middle here. So it's actually nice. Anyhow, let's right now the kind of structure is forming. It's not really clear. It's only on the 4H that the break of structure. On the 4H itself, the whole thing is one kind though. I don't know. Let's wait for more markets, more price action. Yeah. Because basically what it's doing now, it's actually pushed down. Yeah. And then reacted from that wick there. And then broke to the downside. And then pulled back, broke to the downside. And then the pullbacks are becoming shorter and shorter. That's what is showing that. I don't know, it's showing not the pullbacks and the impulsive moves are becoming shorter and shorter, which is showing what exhaustion of sellers. It's showing that buyers are creeping in small, you get. So very soon we might see something like a shift in market structure. So let's just wait for more price action to what make a conclusion. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
What other pair do you guys want me to take a look at before we call it a day? Okay, if there are no other pairs, let me drop the link again. Join the family.
Can we look at gold?
I'll look at gold. I'm coming. Join the family. The link to join the family is in the chat box. So you can join the family. You can follow the page on Instagram at 123_forex. Yep, that's this enough on Instagram. So someone said I should look at gold. Gold, that's XAU. No, now, what's this? It's FX, yeah, good. Wow. See, I don't like gold. You people, gold is to do complicating chart work, and then it makes it real hard for someone to analyze. So on the 4H here, we're actually bearish on gold. Yeah, push, short pullback, and then push, and then we have not broken that lower high to the upside. Yeah, and then we're reacting just around there, and then looking like we're coming to the downside there. So we're bearish on the 4H. Let's look at our mid time frame and see what we can scoop. So looking at the most recent market structure, we have a shift in market structure here. Do you understand? And then it failed to actually touch there. That's the thing that is confusing now, because it did not touch that point. It did not touch that neckline, and then it's kind of like reacting. That's pushing to the downside. So now what you can watch out for here, since price did not pull back deeper, and if this move here breaks structure to the downside, then you can wait for what the retest for what a continuation. That's basically how you can look at it. And if you are taking any sell, watch out for this low here. This low here. This one here is very significant because that one is actually showing on the 4H. So watch out for it. Yeah, if you are taking any sell, or even at this point, exit at this low here or exit before the low. Do you guys understand? Do you guys understand my analysis on gold?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. So this is basically like the last pair we'll take a look at today. Yeah. You guys should keep an open mind. First of all, I want to thank everyone for attending this session. I think we'll have new members today. We'll have Mustafa, I'm seeing Easy for the first time. Rohi Easy for the first time. Thank you guys for attending the session. And my Constance, Reiki, thank you so very much. You've always been attending the session and hope you've been getting content from it. Hope you've been getting, how will I put it? There's this word I'm looking for. In economics, someone will call it utility. Hope you have been getting the satisfaction from the sessions. Reiki. I see Reiki is not with us. Reiki not hearing me. Anyhow, either ways, yeah, I'm really grateful for you guys. And after each session, I always post it on my YouTube channel and then I share the link. You guys, anytime you pass the YouTube channel to watch it, please like and subscribe. And for those that are watching it on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow the page on Instagram. And I'm thinking about starting private lectures. I'm still thinking about the whole thing, but either ways, anyone that will be interested, once I do the whole pricing and stuff, I'll let you guys know. I stopped it for a while, but then I'm thinking about starting it again. But either ways, thank you guys so much. And please protect your capital at all costs in the markets. Trade without fear. Trade from a learning perspective. Do you understand? What I mean by learning perspective is that if I have a winning trade, it doesn't get to my head so much that I forget to learn what I did differently, that the trade was a winning trade. And then if I get a losing trade, I don't get so sad about the loss that I forget to learn the mistakes I made from that trade. Do you guys understand? So always trade from what? A learning perspective. Do you guys get?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that being said, take care of yourselves and catch you guys same time tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Thank you.